Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of May the Force Be With Who. This is going to be my Spider-Man Homecoming review, and I know the first thing you're saying is, hey, he's not in the damn truck this week. And you're right, I'm not. Sorry it took so long. Affairs of State must take precedence over Affairs of State. Alright, getting straight into Spider-Man Homecoming. I dug it. I really dug it. As a matter of fact, I think it's probably the best Spider-Man movie we've got so far. I really dig Tom Holland. I think he really grasps what I've always known as Peter Parker, you know, being young and trying to figure out all his powers and still having that kind of smart-ass thing going on that like Spider-Man in the comics had when I was a kid, always talking smack when he's beating people's ass, which is really kind of cool. Now, this movie has several callbacks to other Marvel or other MCU movies. And, you know, this being the first real Spider-Man movie that's a part of the MCU, and it just makes it that much better. And there's callbacks to the original Avengers, there's callbacks to Age of Ultron, and there's a cool little thing where we're getting Peter Parker's perspective from the whole Civil War thing about traveling over to Germany and getting the suit and just that stuff with Tom Holland. And Jon Favreau plays Happy Hogan from the Iron Man movies. It's just it's really cool. Now, this has kind of been Marvel's kind of John Hughes type high school coming of age movie, you know, with everything with Peter in high school and with his crush on this girl named Liz who's a couple years older than him, and dealing with Flash Thompson being the bully and being a prick like he always is throughout all the mediums, whether it's the cartoons, the comics, or the movies. And his friend Ned, which I'm sorry I don't remember the name of the kid that played him, but Ned was really cool, especially when Ned finds out he's Spider-Man. He's always asking him, like, you know, can you call upon an army of spiders, and can you do this, and can you do that, and what's the Hulk smell like? It's just really cute, and it's funny. There's a lot of good moments, but one of the strengths of this movie, besides Tom Holland as Spider-Man, has got to be the supporting cast. You've got Michael Keaton playing the Vulture, which has probably been one of the better Marvel villains we've had in a long time, because Marvel really doesn't, they really don't have great villains outside of Tom Hiddleston as Loki, and then Kurt Russell as Ego the Living Planet in Guardians from earlier this year, which if you didn't know that already, sorry for the spoiler. But Michael Keaton as the Vulture is awesome. He doesn't have a lot of screen time, but they let us know why he turns to a life of crime, and it's kind of justified. They cover that all at the very beginning of the film, and you're kind of like, well, yeah, I can see doing that because you left him no choice. And how they are appropriating all this stuff left over from the Chitauri invasion from Avengers or stuff from Ultron and turning it into weapons that, you know, him and his crew are using is really kind of cool. He doesn't have a whole lot of screen time, but probably his best scene in the entire movie, and I'm not going to give this spoiler away about how he and Peter end up connected, but he has a conversation with Peter in a car. And you've probably seen parts of it from the trailers where he's like, you know, I'll kill you, I'll kill your whole family, I'll kill everybody that you love. It's menacing, it's chilling, it's why Michael Keaton is one of the best actors we have. And it's really kind of cool that, you know, when you think about it, he was Batman, and then he was Birdman, and now he's the Vulture, kind of coming full circle back into the superhero thing. So Michael Keaton is awesome. You also have Donald Glover in a small part. You've got Bokeem Woodbine is playing Shocker. And the, you know, RDJ, Robert Downey Jr. in a small, very small role as Iron Man. It's not exactly a cameo. He pops up a few times, but not enough to where we gotta be, oh god, it's Iron Man 4, or it should have been Iron Man and Spider-Man Homecoming. It's just the right amount of Iron Man. And the action's great. The high school stuff is funny, and it really works. And then the recurring gag of the film about Aunt May being, you know, Peter's hot Aunt May, that's kind of cool. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a whole lot more than any of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans, and because, I mean, let's face it, Tobey Maguire almost looked like he was like 27, or shit, he was almost 30 when he started playing Spider-Man. And I liked Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, but he was a little too brooding. This is the Spider-Man we've been waiting on and have wanted. So it's a great flick. It's not better than Wonder Woman, and I'm not going to say it's as good as Logan, but I'm going to give it a solid 8. It's a really cool film. So, and yes, there are after credit scenes. The last one is hilarious, and all I'm gonna say is that features Chris Evans as Captain America, so it's really cool. So yeah, go check out Spider-Man: Homecoming. I'm gonna give it a solid 8. Now, big stuff is coming here on the channel. I'm gonna give you 2 hints: Yankee Voodoo, Garden City. And that's all. I'm going to go into that. But anyway, hope everybody had a good 4th. Hope you're having a good weekend. Until next time, keep on keeping on. May the force be with you.